Alright guys, so we're going to turn this into this. Welcome to episode 9 of the Camper Trailer Build series. Hope you've enjoyed the other episodes. If you haven't seen them, they'll be linked down below in the description. But let's get into where we're up to for this episode. We've had a few changes to our design. Let's take a look. We no longer have the hinge lid as you see it here, and our little pantry area is slightly changed with regards to our configuration. But there's a bit of work to do before we get to the point of we're almost finished. So let's start off with fitting off some of the bits and pieces. Let's get into it. Alright, so I've started to pull all the bits and pieces out of the trailer to start to Sikaflex all inside. You can see the lid's off, all the gears out. So we'll start to Sikaflex that off. Just marked out for the muller vent, which I'm going to cut through in a second. So what I noticed was in this section here where the fridge goes, when I had it all closed up the other day and the sun was on it, it was quite hot when I opened it up, so I'm thinking I need to run a vent so that it doesn't get too hot. So I'm going to cut that out now with the jigsaw and that'll solve that problem. So that's sitting there, nice and that's the hole underneath. So if you've never seen any of these, what tends to happen is the air will, hopefully, this is the plan, skirt through here, creates a vacuum and then shoots the hot air out at the back, sucking it through from underneath. Yeah, they're a pretty nifty little device. I will put some sealant around that and seal it in. But the idea is, you can see the bottom there, creates a vacuum in this section, pulling the air back through here. So it's not kind of 100% waterproof, but not really, depending on how much rain you're driving in. But it's supposed to also work when it's standing still. So that, we'll test it out, see how we go. Okay, so as you would have seen in that quick time lapse, it's all come out really quickly. So what I'm just going to look to do is I've got to clean it all out, give it a bit of a wash, get rid of all the dirt and grease and whatever else, and then I'll go and Sikaflex around all these joints through here, if you can see that with the sun, up the sides, down the length of it. Just to make sure it's all nice and watertight, and then we're good to go. Hopefully by tomorrow we can start putting it all back together properly. Okay, so we're all cleaned out, and I'm just crawling around, so apologies for the noise, but kind of see in the corner there's a couple of holes. That's a hole for the bracket, so that's okay. But so see all along there, it's just where the sheet metal meets the frame of the chassis. Just needs to be sealed up all along there. so no water comes in from underneath. So we'll get to doing that. Okay, just finishing up some of that ceiling. Done that section down there.
Daddy, what to do?
Okay, I'm coming now, buddy. Done all through there, along the back, the sides, all through there. Just all these little sections along here, all nice and sealed up, so it'll dry overnight. It's a bit messy, but we can tidy that up once it's dried. Also, just put some foam. You can see that too well in there. Bit of a foam seal through the sides. I just need to get something to seal up the bottom of the tailgate through there, and yeah, give that a go. Okay, so we're going to fill the trailer with all this stuff and turn it into a camping trailer. So stay tuned. See it all come together nice and easy. Okay, so I've just screwed that box in now. Put some Sikaflex down there. Cut a little hole for the power cable to come through. So what I'm going to do now is I've got these tiles that interlock like a composite sort of rubbery tile, just to help protect the bottom of the from scratches and that, and hopefully everything will slide a bit nicer on there and just look a bit neater. So that's what we'll get to do, and I think I'll have to cut it with a circular saw sort of through there to make it fit. I'll give that a go. So just kind of put that tile in just so you can see what it looks like. So they'll just click together. It's really hard when stuff's got fiberglass through the middle of it, so it's not going to certainly get any holes in it. And it's really hardy stuff. Apparently forklifts can drive on it. But pretty strong stuff. So looks pretty cool. Give it a nice little finish. It's just a bit of a pain to cut. But it is what it is, and it'll do its job. Okay, it's a bit slow going, but we're getting there. Just gotta cut that piece, trim it down. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty sick when it's done. So we'll keep on cracking on. see how mat's in. I've just got to trim the edge through there until I get to close, and then where that middle shelf goes through the middle, just gonna have to trim a little strip out of that. But you would have seen I just cut it with a circular saw. It's a bit quicker and easier. It makes a bit of a mess, but you know, it's never going to be a clean job anyway. But it's yeah, it's really good, and it's super tough stuff. It's never ever going to scratch or anything. I've got some double-sided tape to stick it all down. Yeah, it's come along really nicely. Alrighty, it's a bit slow going, but we got there. So I just had to set this divider here. Make sure that was all square as best as possible with a trailer that's not exactly square. But I've laid that first top shelf in there. So now I'm just going to put the other divider that goes in here, and then you should be able to sort of start to set the second part of the shelving off. And then we can do the kitchen up that should hopefully go pretty quick. But I've decided against doing a little strip out for that. I'll just trim the top of it off to make it fit for a bit. It's a bit easier than cutting this stuff. But yeah, we're getting there slowly. Okay, update. I don't know what we're up to, what number, but anyway. Fridge shelf in, got that gap there for the gazebo now. Had to just shift that over a touch. It's a bit tight for the gazebo, so I'm going to put that back top shelf in now, and then that'll seal that section done. That's pretty locked in there, that's not going anywhere. Hopefully when we get a fridge slide it should be okay. So I had to fashion up a little angle bracket out of some aluminium and just set it down. I just didn't want anything catching on it, so that'll work there. So we'll fix off that top shelf now. Okay, so bit of an update. Got this fridge section in, got this sort of sitting there. I'm going to have to make up a little bracket to go in there. And got some lights that I'm just putting in. So I got these from Snowy's Outdoors. They were at a good price. They're the hardcore ones. Where's the switch gone? A bit of a mess here at the moment. on would be good. So there's two modes. There's a orange mode and a white mode. So that's the white one's there. And then on this side there's another set which are only white, which will give me lights in this section when it's all closed, and also into there. So that one there will shine downward, which will hopefully give us enough light to see what's happening in there. But it's yeah, it's starting to come together. It's getting a bit late, but I think I'll keep pushing on to get it. Try and at least get the lid on. That's the aim of the game. And then maybe a little few finishing touches. I've just put a little Velcro strip around for the lights at the moment. I think that'll work because the lid's not going to sit hard against there, so it should be fine for the moment. Just a few screws for the cable management until I can get some other clips. But yeah, I think once the lid's on, it'll actually start to look like a camping trailer. Okay, clearly it's gone night time, so perfect opportunity to test these lights out. So still with the lid on, but we're getting there. Just want to really wire these lights up nice and neat. Yes, Joshua.
Can you see that?
So this side has got a little switch there.
Did you show them, Daisy?
And yes, I'll show them, Daisy. Change the mode, orange light. So the kitchen side will have orange, just plenty. And white light when we need it. And that's Daisy over there. We just got it for one night. Dog seat. So I was going to put a little filler piece in the back there. I don't know if you can see it, it's a bit dark, but I think I might leave that open for the moment. I can always put it in later if I need to. But yeah, I reckon we're almost ready for the lid. Let's seal all that up and we're good to go. We got the lid fitted that night, and the following day and the following weeks to come, we just couldn't get the footage done. So I've rolled some photos, hope you like them. As you can see, there's power fitted off with a 240 plug. We've got the storage area in the pantry sorted. We've also now got the lid and the back doors completely sealed up. We'll run another video with the sealing that we've done. You can see here how it all fits together quite well. A bit of tidying up of cabling to do. And when it's all packed, this is what it's going to kind of look like. Nice, somewhat organised. The barbecue will fit in here. And you can see where the tent comes through to the other side. And the jerry can has got a nice little home. I will run some footage of a test drive that we did around the block. That'll come up soon. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that when we drop the next episode, you'll know when it's coming. And in the next episode, we'll run through the camper trailer setup and the cost breakdown. Thanks, guys.